Hi there, back with another video review, and here we have the 1/64th scale Toyota FJ Cruiser in this Jurassic Park livery produced by a brand that I've never heard before called Street Weapon. Now I'm not sure if this is an official licensed product because I've had a quick look at the packaging and there is no such marking to indicate that this is an licensed officially by Toyota. And the brand itself, Street Weapon, it's quite quirky and it's quite unique to see on a 1/64th diecast brand. Anyway, what we are going to do next is just basically remove the slip cover like so, and I'm just going to share with you guys how the base looks like. So obviously it comes in this acrylic box. Maybe what I'll do is also remove it, so it is quite simple. And so this is how the base looks like. So it's got quite a nice plastic carbon fiber finishing, and then you've got a very polished look for the Street Weapon FJ Cruiser. And apparently this is labeled as limited edition. Oh wow, am I the first out of 500 models? Quite hard to believe. I'm guessing the other 500 collectors might also get the first. So let's just take this model out of its base. And here we have it out of its packaging, and at first glance I think everything looks very nicely captured by Street Weapon. Just take a look at the door markings as well as the door handle. Obviously with the door handle it's just painted in black over there, but it does feature some pretty decent 3D effect on it, and then you also have a pretty nice marking for the fuel cap right at the back there. Maybe what I'll do is zoom in. So just taking a close-up look at the livery. So in terms of the paintwork, I think no complaints really. It does look pretty sharp, no blemishes whatsoever, so that's always a plus point. And just take a look. You've got the skirts down there, or these side steps, I'm not sure what you call it. And also it does feature side mirrors, and I think this does look pretty accurate. And obviously nice to see that it does feature a reflective sticker on it, which you don't normally get on some brands, for example Mini GT. And just to cover everything else, so on the side you also get to see this signal light over there, but unfortunately it's not painted in a different color. I think it would have looked more realistic if it was painted in orange, but that's just a minor nitpick. And as you can see, it does feature this I'm not sure what you call this thing up there. It's not a grill, obviously. This is where you normally place items, luggages, boxes on top. And so does it roll? Yes, it does, but it's not exactly smooth. As you can see, it's kind of jerking. So yeah, but fortunately it does roll somewhat. And in terms of the wheels, I think this is actually rubber. Yeah, I think it is. So that's pretty nice. And just take a look inside. If I were to zoom in a little closer, let me just try and see if I can do that. So hopefully you guys can see, right at the back there, it actually has the brake calipers. This is not what you normally get on a 1/64th scale, apart from Tomica under the the more premium line, such as the Tomica Limited Vintage line. So it is nice to see over here. Wow. So so far so good, and let's turn our attentions to the front profile. So on the front you've got the Toyota badge, which is nicely placed in the center. I think that's just painted on, but it does have sort of a 3D effect. Not on the wordings itself, it's just on the that black board which it rests on. And then as you can see with the headlamps, so these are plastic inserts, and I think the details are pretty nice. And of course with the grills, the front grills, these are just perforated, doesn't go all the way through. And in terms of the wheels, as you can see, from the front, there are some nice details to it. So it's not just a plain or smooth surface. So far, really impressed with the work done. And on this side, you can see that it does come pre-installed with this antenna. So, this is nice. You don't have to install it yourself. So details are pretty similar on this angle. So let's just quickly move on to the back profile. So on the back, you've got the Toyota emblem over there, and then the FJ Cruiser label on this side. Well, probably the spare tire is blocking the F over there. And well, I think there could be, well, it does look like a paint blemish on the back there, but well, that's just a minor nitpick. I mean, overall, the details are pretty nice. And as you can see, with the signal lights or reflectors down here, well, these are just painted on. But fortunately, with the tail lights, these are plastic inserts, which are similar to the front headlamps. And you can see, there's this thing sticking down there. So that is the exhaust, which is nicely colored. And, just talking about the spare wheels. So the cover that it comes in does feature some pretty decent details. So, wow, I mean, so far I'm really impressed with this model. And as we come to the top profile, so as I've mentioned, you've got this, I'm not sure, do you call this a cage up here? So the details are pretty nice. I think these are plastic actually, so just be careful when you're handling the top. And even on the roof, you've got some nice details, so it's not just a plain surface on the top. It does feature some nice indentation or marking up there. And just looking from the front profile of the well, from the top view, you'll be able to see that it does come with 3 windshield wipers. Wow, didn't know that. And here's how the base looks like. So it seems like it only comes with 1 screw. I'm guessing the back sorts of slots into somewhere around there to hold it in place. And as I've mentioned earlier, I don't think this is an official licensed product. There's no marking whatsoever underneath. But yeah, overall, I'm really impressed with the work done by this brand called Street Weapon. I mean, even though it's not an official licensed product, the details are magnificently captured, and I'm glad I took a punt on this model. Well, I guess that's all for now. Thanks for watching.